Good morning, scrapbooking friends. I've missed you guys. I haven't done a card in about a week. So, is it a week? Maybe it's even been longer. But I wanted to do maybe 2 cuts today for Valentine's Day. And the first one, I wanted to do this cute ladybug. So, this one has 2 ladybugs. This one, the top one, and the corner one. Maybe I'll do both. But it is from the Simply Charmed Cricut cartridge. So let me show you guys the back of it really quick. So here's the front, Simply Charmed. And there you go. So many pretty cuts on this one. Alright, I'm using one of my very cheap, I call it the cheapo paper because it's the very, very thin cardstock that I have, and these I use these for like the basic layering. It's nice to have solid colors when you're doing your layering. Then you don't have to think about matching the colors, making sure they coordinate and all that stuff when you've got some printed ones. And then I have my cheat sheet. I call it my cheat sheet. But right here. And since each paper has different thickness, then your Cricut will react to it differently. So I have where it says 8.5 by 11 cheapo paper. I know to use my number 4 pressure medium and my speed on low. So my number 4 for my blade. My speed I said was low. My pressure is down here. And what did I say on that one? Medium. And then this one right here will be the size of how big or how small you guys want your cut. And I think I'm gonna start with, I usually start with 3.5. But maybe I'll just go 3 3/4 this time, and then it'll show it right here. 3 3/4. And then for the bug, so it has like the layer 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for the bug, we just need to basically locate the bug of where it's at, and it's right here. So anytime on the book, anytime there's an image on the upper right hand corner, you will always use the shift button, which is right here, and shift to the bug, which is right here, or shift to the first layer, shift to the second layer, and all that stuff. Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and try the 3 3/4, and like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and probably try out I like them both, but I think I'm going to do this one first. And since it's in the top part, then we know to use the shift, right? And then, where was it? That one. And then to double check and make sure that you guys got the right cut, just look at the image and then compare. So since they're 2 ladybugs, we know that one has the little antennas up there, and that's the one. So let me go ahead and try that size and see how it is with my basic card and see if it'll fit. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut it. Alright, there's my 3 3/4 cut of the ladybug, and I think it's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest out and gather my my cuts together and show you guys how I do my card. Alright, we just did our first layer, which was this one, just the shift and the image of the ladybug. And then we're going to do this is the initial shape of it, and then this will be the layer 1. So what we'll do is we'll press the shift button, and then the layer 1 button, and then the same image of the ladybug. So there's the shift, there's the layer 1. And there's the image of the ladybug. Okay, and that's the shape that we need. I'm gonna change my quantity to 4. There was 4 cuts that I was able to make with my black layer, and so it's just easier for me to make multiple cuts rather than just one at a time. And I have 4 quantity, and then I'm gonna go ahead and press the cut button. Okay, I just did my first layer. Oops, my first layer of the body of the ladybug. I'm gonna go ahead and do the heart, which is here, but how come it's not on the shift? Oh, okay, the heart is not on the shift because you can use the heart for both of the image. They're both going to be the same size or same shape when you cut it onto the size that you need it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do, there's no shift, it's just going to be layer 3, and the ladybug, and it should be the heart. And then, like I said, I've been making 4, so there's my quantity 4, and go ahead and cut it. Alright, I did the initial shape, and then I did the layer 1, and I went straight to layer 3. So I was all putting it together, I'm like, seems like it's missing something. And it was missing the second layer. So when I pressed the layer 3 button, I'm like, what did I do with layer 2? So let me go ahead and do the layer 2. And go to the back button just to clear out the screen. And it's basically going to be the shift, layer 2, and then our bug shape. And then it should be the end part of the body shape. And there it is. And I have my quantity 4. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Alright, here's all my cuts. There's that one that I was missing with the little circle for the cheeks. So cute. Let me go ahead and glue them together using my two-way glue or my ATG. I'm going to use the ATG probably for the big ones. And then my two-way glue glider for the cheek and for the hearts. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. So I got all my cuts together, glued them on, and I started my basic card, and this is just the 8.5. It was an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, just like this one, and then I cut it to size of the 8.5 by 5.5. So folded that in half, and then this was a scrap, so I cut this 5.5 inches I think in length, and whatever it was, I just left the thickness of it, but it looks fine the way it is, so I'm just gonna leave it as that. And I wanted to show you guys, I have a scrap box, and so once I do my cuts, I will create the basic layer card, and then after that I will go through my scraps, because I wanted to use this, but I know I just used it on my last card video, but it's so cute. Look, it's for Valentine's Day, and I know I just used it, but it's so cute. I wanted to use that again, but I just, if you guys have extra cuts, then you just have to create a little pile of scraps, and I know this is too small right here. I shouldn't have kept those. But I just basically, when I like to use 3 layers for my card. So the first layer, and then this one will go into the middle so that I have the little border around, and then I will have just a small layer. And this is what I usually do with my card because it is so easy. I just want it easy. I don't want to have to worry about cuts and shapes and all that stuff, so that I can just get the cards out and then do another one. But it's just going to be like that, and then what I'll do is I'll add a ribbon, or I'll add embellishment. I think I do have some Valentine's Day embellishment, but it could just look like that. And so basically I just go through my scrap box and figure out what color reds are there, or pink, because I am making a Valentine's Day. Ooh, this one's cute. And see, like something like this, to where there's the red. I could get that with the pink, and then there. So that's how I do my layers, my cardstock layers for the card together. I don't always go to my brand new paper cardstock. I usually go through my scraps, just so that I can use it up. Ooh, I see the pink one. So if I see how colorful that is, nice and pink. So if I find a bigger scrap of this, then I'll definitely use it because it's pink. And that's all I do, you know, just save up your scraps. Here's some more pink that I can use. I'm going to set that aside. And it's basically just recycling your paper so that you're not, ooh, there it is. You're not wasting paper, but that will work. See, where's my basic red? There's my basic red. There's a pink that can go with it. And then there's this red that can go with it. And then there's another, you know, there's another card. Okay, well, let me go ahead and go through my scraps. I think I'm also going to use this one right here. This is a textured paper that I got at Joann's. I showed you guys the brand when I was making the Hello Kitty. So this is just a red version of that. And I think I wanted to do these together with the, like, the mosque print. And if I do use that, it's gonna be from this one. I believe I got this at Walmart. So if I do use that one, it's gonna be from that. And then I'll probably use this with that, and then that's how I'll do my card. Okay, well, let me go ahead and gather about, I think I made 4 cuts, 4 layers together of the cardstock and different variations of paper that I'm gonna get from my scrap file. Okay, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I went ahead and picked out my coordinating papers. I had 4 cuts. So I went through my scrap box like I showed you guys and picked out some various scraps of papers. And I went ahead and used this one again. And I didn't even have to cut it. So I just placed that there. I used my red ribbon, and the ribbons I get are just the ones from Joann's. When I can get them for like 25 cents, I think. And the black one is just a celebrated basic narrows. Alright guys, I'm back, and I went ahead and put all my cards together. I'm gonna go start with this one, and this is what it looks like. So on the inside I have it mounted, so each one of my cuts I place some square dimensionals. I get mine from my 99-cent store. It's like a pack of 3 of these for 99 cents. And I like to put the dimensionals on the back just so that it pops it up on the card. And I went ahead and used that textured paper that I showed you guys, that damask, and I added the red ribbon. And I think it looks cute just like that. But like I said, I went and did 4 cuts. So I made 4 cards out of them, and I just used all the coordinating papers were just from my scrap box. So got some pink, some red, and again it's, you know, popped up, and then added some ribbon on this one. This one's already put together. I thought this one was cute too. And this one I think is also, yep, it's put together. So I used the same cheap little cardstock that was left over from the body, the base of the cut. And then again some scraps and used the ribbon. This is my third one. And then this one, I didn't put it together so that I could show you guys how I do put my cards together. And I added that little cute little heart. I did a haul video last episode, and I had mentioned that I got that this one from, I think it was Joann's. Alright, so what I do is that I use my ATG gun, and also for the rectangular part of the scrap. So I used my ATG gun on that, and then I get my ribbon, and I usually put a tape in the middle. If it's very flimsy like this one, on this one I added a tape in the middle because it's a very thick ribbon, so it tends to pop up more, and I didn't want it popping up. And then what I do is then I just go around the back and tape it to the back on both ends, and then I'll get my ATG gun, and then just, I don't like to use too much. I don't think I need to use too much tape. It does, you know, it does stick good. It's very, I love the ATG tape, the Scotch brand. It does, it holds up. Really nice adhesion. And then there's the love. And then what I'll do is that I'll just, it's kind of hard to do with the camera in front of me, but I usually just eyeball it just to make sure that I got a little overlap. And there, see? Now I got my card. And then for this one, like I said, I got my, I like to bend it a little. And then I got my dimensionals. And I'll go ahead and take the backing off of that. And then for this one, just make sure that it's, you know, lined up straight. And there she is, my little love bug. Oh, I just thought of that, love bug. So I think 4 different cards out of, you know, the same cut is a good amount to store up. Valentine's Day is in a few days, so I like to have some extra cards in hand, just so that, you know, when I'm thinking about wanting to give a little gift, then I already have my cards available. And there it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick picture so that I could show you guys what it looks like, and that, and see how, oh, I love how it turned out. Look at all those bugs. And again, this was from the Simply Charm. There's my Simply Charmed. Let me go get that. My Simply Charm Cricut cartridge. I like this cartridge. I've used this a few times, and I do like the cuts. Very simple cut. This was 1, 2, like a 4 cut process, and I like it when the cuts are large enough that you don't have to worry about little bitty parts, you know, attaching them together. So I did enjoy making this one. If I was to do another Valentine's Day card, I would probably do one of the hearts. I think the one with the smiley face. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys, was the smiley face. So with this cut, the eyes are supposed to pop out. And so it didn't do that because it's such a tiny cut. The Cricut machine didn't do the cut. So all I did was I just used up a Sharpie, and like this Sharpie, just used up my Sharpie and then went ahead and did the eyes, dots on the eyes. Okay, well, thank you guys for being with me tonight. I started off this morning and it's already 7:30 at night. It took me a whole 12 hours to finish up the card because I had so much stuff to do with the kids this weekend. But I enjoyed making these cards, and I'm gonna try to do another one tonight and see if I can upload this tonight and see if you guys can have another one tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Alright, I wanted to show you guys really quick. What I did was I lined my cards with this, and I just get it from it's like a pack of 150, I think, of the no lines index paper, and I get this from my 99-cent store. And if I don't have any of those, then I use just the printer paper. But I like to line it with a white sheet of paper, just so that this is where I'm writing my notes. I don't like to write directly on the card. I just think that by lining it, it just makes it a bit more fancy. Well, that's all. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I have my card here, and that's it. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.